going on, guys? Out here in Fraser now, about to meet my contractor about some issues that, well, some more issues that he found going on with this house from the previous contractor. So last time I went out, one of the issues that was supposed to have been handled that wasn't was the plumbing. And now it turns out that there might be an issue with the electrical. So I'm gonna go out and see what needs to be done, what I have to go ahead and correct so we can go ahead and get this project finished.
What's wrong? Yeah. And in here, I really can't do anything. Like I said, I can change it, but I definitely know that that wire wasn't plugged up. Yeah. So they didn't plug something up over here that is not throwing over here. So that's what I'm saying. I need you guys to get back with that guy that was doing the electric for you guys.
Yeah.
And see what we have to come up. He's gonna come finish what he did for approval of inspection.
Well, was you gonna go ahead and change this?
Like this one right here doesn't work, so I'm gonna change it out. And see, this one is new. This one is new. It's just upside down. Yeah. So I'm gonna change it with another new one, put it in right, and if it works, then we're good to go. But if it doesn't, we do have a wire problem.
Yeah. Right. Well, I suggest definitely getting to that point for it first, and if, even if we end up having to let you do it, and then maybe just kind of run out
A bunch of not working, and electricity is not going to some of the lights and fans that's in the ceilings. And that's going on throughout a couple of the rooms where we just don't have power running. So I just left from out the house, and I was really hoping I wasn't gonna have to do any extra work, but we are going to have to actually finish electrical. Where I was told that the electrical had been done and we thought that it had passed everything. It was actually just a temporary passing so that they could finish the work. So when you're dealing with things like electrical, it can get really unsafe, especially for what they did over there at that house, because they've got some live wires that's in the attic that's not connected to anything. So had to go ahead and get the contractor to get that safe, just so we can go ahead and do what we need to do next. But it's crazy what some of these contractors out here doing right now. They really don't care about your house, they care about the money. So again, just like I mentioned in the last video, don't be afraid to go ahead and spend a little bit of extra money up front for a good contractor, because you've got some guys out here that'll really take advantage of you, take your money, and then leave you with a whole situation on your hands that can that'll have you just paying out a bunch more money. All right, so it's the day after Christmas now. I just got in from a night workout, so about to do a little bit of work before my wife and son get home. But just wanted to show you guys a couple things, because everything isn't really bad. We've got more positive things going on than negative that's going on with this rehab. But just wanted to show you guys a couple of things. Finally started working on scaling my business and hired my first employee who's actually worked out. I've hired a couple in the past who didn't even make it past training, but this one is working out, freed up a lot of my time so I get to do other things, focus on the business. Just want to talk about her and where I found her. Got a couple of good books for Christmas too. My wife knows that I like to read a lot, so she got me Traction. And that's one that my mentor actually recommended to me, and I'm not sure about this book, but I'm gonna read that one too. Hopefully get some book reviews in. All right, so one mistake that I made in the past when I hired a couple of VAs before, I think I just had them doing too much. So the virtual assistant that I have now, her only job is to do some cold calling and receive returning calls. She does other small, odd jobs here and there, but for the most part, it's just cold calling. So the previous week, she had done 888 calls, had a bunch of calls back, total duration 545 minutes for the week. So in 1 week, she's basically just blown past my call rail plan. So I'm going to have to go ahead and update it just to keep up with her And I'll possibly be looking for another call system just to handle all her high call volume. The very first week she came in, she started setting appointments up, and we actually have one that is pending now. So we're going to close that one out, and she will be receiving a commission. But I'll show you guys the site that I use to find her. I know a lot of people like to use Upwork.com, but the site that I like to use here is, wait for it to pull up, it's onlinejobs.ph. So I'll leave a link to the description, or leave a link in the description below so you guys can check that one out. Upwork didn't quite do it for me. I've tried to hire some people from there before, but usually my response rate once I post a job ad is very low. And for online jobs, I mean, I get hundreds off of just one ad. So as far as this virtual assistant goes, I mean, she came in day one just ready to work, just putting calls out back to back, setting up appointments. I mean, it got to the point where she was setting up so many appointments that it was hard for me to keep up. So now what I have to do is just better organize or go ahead and hire an acquisitions manager, because she's setting them up back to back. Not just wholesale listings, but also listings that I can give over to my wife or my sister to go ahead and list. So we're trying to maximize each lead that she's setting up for us. A suggestion when you are hiring a VA, from what I've found in the past, usually the $3 VAs, just in my experience, they haven't been as effective. Like I said, I had two before that didn't even make it past the first week of training. But this virtual assistant, she's getting $4 plus a small commission for the houses that we close. And she came in, was super aggressive. The original job was only supposed to last for 3 weeks, just for her to go through the calls on the different lists that I have, and then that would be it. But she's been such an effective member for my company that I decided to go ahead and keep her. So after the holiday break, she'll be coming back and doing some more calls. The plan is to possibly have her to train somebody else to come in and have two virtual assistants on the calls. Definitely glad I hired her. Like I said, it was between her and three other candidates. Two of them never gave me a call back, and one of them just wasn't what I really wanted for my company. But she did everything that I asked as far as her application. Great speaking voice. She had experience in a call center, but actually never had done anything in real estate before. But I could just tell that she was going to be effective, and she has been so far. All right, but that's it, guys. Done with this video. If you would, please give me a thumbs up, like it, share it, subscribe. Need more subscribers so I can keep bringing this content to you. You can see what I'm doing just week in, week out, as far as investing goes, trying to get financially free, building cash flow. So, of course, we're not done yet. We're going to be bringing more content. Peace.